Hello students. So students, as you know that we are completing chapter number 9 of class 10th mathematics, that is some application of trigonometry. Okay students, in the previous part we had discussed the exercise 9.1 up to question number 5. Okay, so in today's video we are going to solve the further questions of exercise 9.1. Okay, so let's start student. So the question number 6 of exercise 9.1 is that a 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30-meter tall building. Okay, so whatever instruction are given student, we will draw our diagram based upon that only. Okay, so see, there is a 30-meter tall building, 30-meter tall building, and 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from the building. Okay, so suppose there is a boy who is 1.5 meter tall. Okay, and he is standing some distance from 30-meter tall building. Let the building is AB and the boy is CD. Okay, now the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. Okay, so student, we all know that man is also standing on the ground and building is also standing on the ground. So what we will do, we will join D with B and let's assume that it is a ground. Okay, it is a ground because both will stand on the ground only. Okay, it is a 30-meter tall building and it is 1.5 meter tall boy and he is standing at some distance from the building. Okay, now the angle of elevation from his eyes student means he is watching from his eyes, so his eyes will lie on at point C. So from here the angle of elevation will increase to 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. Now student, when he will move like that, when he will approaches to the building, so the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building means the boy is watching the top of the building. From where? From his eyes. Okay, so means that from point C he is watching that point A. Okay, so means angle of elevation will form, and we all know that angle of elevation is nothing but the angle between the line of sight and the ground. But at point C there is no ground now. So what we will do, we will draw a line parallel to DB. So from C we will draw a line parallel to DB. Okay, and let's this point is E. Okay, this point is E, and when he will move from C to some position, the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 to 60 degree. Means at the initial position the angle of elevation of his eyes of the top of the building is 30 degree. Okay, at point C, at the initial level the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building is 30 degree, and when he will move some distance, suppose he had covered some distance like CF, suppose the boy is moving towards the building and he covered CF distance, so in at the point F, at this point the angle of elevation increases to what? The angle of elevation increases to 60 degree. Okay, so either you want to make it dotted line or you want to make a dark line, you can make like that only. Okay, so suppose I going to make it dark so that you will understand. Okay, so this type of figure will become. Okay, see, there was 30-meter tall building, there was 1.5 meter tall boy and he is standing at some distance from building. Okay, second thing is that the angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building means the man is watching from his eyes to the top of the building. So when the man will watch the top of the building, the angle of elevation will form, and we all know that angle of elevation is nothing but the angle between the line of sight and the ground. But at point C there is no ground, so what we will do, we will draw a line parallel to DB, that is C. Okay, so at point C the angle of elevation of the top will be 30 degree, and when he will cover some distance, suppose he had covered 6 cf distance towards the building, then the angle of elevation increases to 60 degree. Means from this conclusion we can say that whenever we move towards the object, whenever we move towards the object, the angle of elevation increases. Okay, whenever we move towards the object, मतलब कि जब हम लोग ऑब्जेक्ट की तरफ जाते हैं तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन बढ़ता है, और जब ऑब्जेक्ट से दूर जाते हैं तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन घटता है. तो देखो एट पॉइंट सी एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन वाज 30 डिग्री, and after covering CF distance towards the building, the angle of elevation at F becomes 60 degree. Okay, so that much figure we can draw from the given information. Okay, now to find the distance he traveled towards the building. Okay, so we have to find how much distance he traveled towards the building. See, man was at CD position, and when he walks towards the building at CF, the angle of elevation becomes 30 to 60 degree. Okay, so we have to find how much distance he moved towards the building. So that much distance he moved towards the building, only that much distance he moved now. So now student, this much diagram we can draw from the statements. Okay, so now first we will draw some assumption, like what we have done. CD is boy, CD is a man or boy, whatever is given. ठीक है, and AB is building, AB is building. Okay, so the length of AB is given, student, the length of AB is given, that is 30 meter, and the length of CD is given 1.5 meter. ठीक है, so from the figure one more thing we can say, CE is parallel to DB. ठीक है, CE is parallel to DB. Okay, so that much data we have noted down. Okay, now what you do, if student, if CD is 1.5, then EB will also 1.5. Okay, by the help of parallelogram property, because CEBD will be a parallelogram. So if this will be a 1.5, then this will also be a 1.5. So we can say EB is equal to 1.5 meter. Okay, and if EB is 1.5 meter, so what will be the value of AE? The value of AE will be 30 minus 1.5, that is 28.5, 28.5, or we can say 28.5 meter, because building was, student, building was 30 meter tall. Okay, and this much distance is 1.5, so AE will be 28.5. Okay, so that much data we have noted down. Suppose, student, this is X and this is Y, suppose, and we have to calculate how much distance a man walked towards the building. Means we have to find CF. We have to find CF because the boy moves from C to F, so that much distance he covered. So we can say let CF equal to X and FE equal to Y. Okay, so that much thing we have noted down, student. Now, and this distance is what? This distance is 28.5 meter. So now all type of information we have noted down. Okay, so now we have to find the distance now, distance CF. So see, student, there are two right angle triangle. See, one triangle is triangle ACE. This angle will be 90 degree. Okay, because whatever thing is standing on the ground is always perpendicular to the ground. So this angle will be 90 degree. This will also be 90 degree. This will also be 90 degree. Okay. Now see, student, this angle is 90 degree. So there are two right angle triangle. One is triangle AFE and the other is triangle ACE. Okay. So in both the two triangle, we have to apply the trigonometric ratio concept. Okay. So I think whatever data I have written on the board, that is clear to you. So I am going to erase it, student. Okay, I am going to erase this part, not figure, this part, because in the figure whatever things are given in the figure, that is sufficient to solve the question. Okay, that only things I have written. Okay, whatever things I have shown in the figure, that only things I have written here. Okay, so first you note it down, after this we will solve. Okay, so I am going to erase it. In figure everything is clear. So there are two right angle triangles, one is triangle AFE and the other is triangle ACE. So in triangle AFE, angle AEF is 90 degree. So we can apply trigonometric ratio. So see student, what you will do, see it is height and it is base, matlab it is perpendicular and it is base. So we have to deal with perpendicular and base only. So we will apply in triangle AFE tan 60 degree. Okay, and tan 60 degree can be written as perpendicular upon base, it means AE by FE. Okay, so what is the value of tan 60? The value of tan 60 is root 3. So root 3 equal to, the value of A is 28.5 upon FE. So the value of FE will come, student, the value of FE will come 28.5 upon root 3. Okay, by cross multiplication. Okay, so now FE will be, what will be the value of FE? The value of FE can be calculated as 28.5 upon root 3, multiply root 3 in both numerator and denominator, because I want to rationalize it. Okay, so the value of FE will be, student, 28.5 root 3 upon 3. Okay, 28.5 root 3 upon 3. Okay, so I think it is clear to you. Now FE will be equal to 9.5 root 3 meter. Okay, so by that we have calculated FE, and FE was nothing but y. So y is equal to 9.5 root 3 meter. Okay, so y value we have calculated, but we have to calculate x, because that much distance na the man is covered towards the building, CF distance he had covered. So now in one triangle we have applied trigonometric ratio, so in other triangle also we have to apply trigonometric ratio. So in triangle ACE, where angle AEC is 90 degrees, so we can apply trigonometric ratio. So again we have to deal with perpendicular and base. So if we will apply tan 30 degree, so tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So for this triangle ACE, perpendicular will be AE and base will be CE. Okay, perpendicular will be AE and base will be CE. Now the value of root 3 is, the value of tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Okay, the value of A is, student, the value of A is 28.5. Okay, and divided by the value of CE. The value of CE is x plus y, na, x plus y. So x plus y. Okay, now cross multiply it. So x plus y will be equal to 28.5 root 3. Now student, you have calculated the value of y. So you can put the value of y. So x plus 9.5 root 3 will be equal to 28.5 root 3. So the value of x will become 28.5 root 3 minus 9.5 root 3. So that will be equal to 19 root 3 meter. Okay, that will be equal to 19 root 3 meter, means 19 root 3 meter a man traveled towards the building. Okay, because at the initial position he was at C, and after covering that much distance the angle of elevation becomes 60 degree. So we have to find that much distance. So you will write a boy will travel 19 root 3 meters towards the building. मतलब कि वो इतना distance travel किया building की तरफ, यही हमको find करना था. See what is written, find the distance he walked towards the building. So इतना ही distance walk किया था ना, यहाँ से केवल यहाँ पर आया, so CF distance cover किया था. So 19 root 3 meters distance he walked towards the building. So this is the solution of question number 6. I hope it is clear to you. So please note down it, student. Now student, the seventh question of exercise 9.1 is that, I hope you all having your maths NCERT book so that you can see the question. Okay, so question number 7 is, from a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of 20-meter high building are 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. Find the height of the tower. Okay, now students see, suppose there is a ground. Okay, there is a ground. This line can be straight or bended, because I am seeing like this as a straight line, but in front of you it might be slanted. So understand that it is a ground and it is a straight line. Okay, so suppose it is a ground which is a straight line, and there is a point on ground, that is suppose A. Okay, and there is a building which is 20-meter high. Suppose BC is the building which is 20-meter high. Okay, and at the top of the building one transmission tower is fixed. Okay, at the top of the building means at the point B there is one transmission tower like this, suppose. Okay, that is BD. BD is a tower. Okay, is fixed. Okay, and from the point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of a transmission tower. Now see, tower is BD, this is a tower. Okay, this is a tower and BC is the building. Okay, BC is the building, so we can write BC is building, and BD is tower. Okay, so the bottom of the tower will be B and the top of the tower will be D, and A is a point on the ground, and from this point the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of the transmission tower, means from this point we are seeing the transmission tower. Okay, from A we are seeing the transmission tower. First he will see to the bottom of transmission tower, then he will see the top of the transmission tower. So the angle of elevation of the bottom and top of the transmission tower from the point A is 45 degree and 60 degree. So see student, whenever we raise our eyes towards upside, whenever we raise our eyes like this, suppose I am raising my eye like this. Okay, so whenever we raise our eyes at upside, the angle of elevation increases. मतलब कि आप जितना ऊंचा देखोगे उतना एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन बढ़ता जाएगा. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट कहां से देख रहे हैं? पॉइंट ए से. किसको देख रहे हैं? ट्रांसमिशन टावर को. तो एक बार उसके बॉटम को देखे और एक बार उसके टॉप को देखे, तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन 45 और 60 डिग्री बना. तो कैसे करेंगे इसको? फर्स्ट वी विल सी द बॉटम ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन टावर. सो द बॉटम ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन टावर, when we will see the bottom of transmission tower, the angle of elevation will be 45 degree. Okay, and when we will see the top of the transmission tower, the angle of elevation becomes 60 degree. ठीक है, so suppose I am drawing like this, it is not making correct. Let me draw one more time. ठीक है, ठीक है. Now see, when from point A we are seeing the bottom of transmission tower, the angle of elevation becomes 45 degree, because angle of elevation is nothing but the angle between the line of sight and the ground. ठीक है, तो line of sight, first we are seeing the base of transmission tower, so line of sight will be this and ground will be this, so 45 degree. And in the next part we are seeing the top of the transmission tower which is at point D. So when we will see the top of the transmission tower, the line of sight will be AD and the ground will be AC. So between ground and line of sight, the angle of elevation is 60 degree. ठीक है? So this is the correct figure. So what we have written, BC is building and BD is tower. और हम लोग टावर के बॉटम और टॉप को देख रहे हैं इस पॉइंट से, ए पॉइंट से, जो कि कहां पर है, ग्राउंड पर है. तो जब आप पहले उसके बेस को देखोगे, तो बेस को जब देखोगे टावर के, तो ए बी लाइन ऑफ साइट होगा, ग्राउंड AC होगा, तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन 45 डिग्री बना. और जब आप उसके टॉप को देखोगे, तो लाइन ऑफ साइट विल बी AD एंड ग्राउंड विल बी AC, सो एंगल विल बी 60 डिग्री. तो हम लोग को हाइट ऑफ द ट्रांसमिशन टावर फाइंड करना है. ठीक है? सो व्हाट वी विल राइट, लेट height of transmission tower that is BD ना, transmission tower is BD is H. तो इसको हम लोगों ने क्या मान लिया, H. ठीक है, स्मॉल h. ठीक है, and the length of BC is given, that is 20 meter, and BC is a building. ठीक है, and A is a point. At C, student, angle DAC will be 60 degree and angle BAC will be 45 degree. And see, I told you now, whatever thing are standing on the ground is always perpendicular to ground, so this angle will be 90 degree. ठीक है, कोई भी चीज अगर ग्राउंड पे खड़ी है, जब घर बनवाते हो तो घर और ग्राउंड के बीच का एंगल कितना होता है, 90 डिग्री. तो वैसा ही है. ठीक है, तो अगेन वी विल गेट टू राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल. वन ट्रायंगल इज ट्रायंगल BAC and the another triangle is triangle DAC. Student, in most of the question of height and distance, we generally use tan theta. Generally use tan theta because height and distance. Height is perpendicular and distance is the base. So generally we apply tan theta. In some question, as per the need, we apply cos theta or sin theta. Okay. So see, student. In triangle, there are two right angle triangles. So in first triangle, I will take triangle BAC. In triangle BAC, angle BCA is 90 degrees. So we can apply trigonometric ratio. So if in this triangle, I will take tan 45 degree, means for this angle, for 45 degree, the perpendicular will be BC and the base will be AC. So we can write BC upon AC. Now tan 45 we all know that 1, and BC value is 20 and AC value we don't know. So the value of AC will come 20 meter. ठीक है? So AC value we have calculated. Now in triangle there is one more triangle na, that is triangle DAC. Student, remember one thing, trigonometric ratio are always applied only in right angle triangle. इसलिए मैं right angle triangle में ही tan theta अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ. पहला वाला ट्रायंगल BAC है और दूसरा वाला ट्रायंगल DAC है. और DAC में कौन सा एंगल 90 डिग्री है, एंगल DCA is 90 डिग्री. ये लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये वाला पार्ट, एंगल वाला पार्ट लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. इट इज अंडरस्टूड, बट इफ यू वांट टू राइट देन यू कैन राइट. ठीक है, सो इन ट्रायंगल DAC इफ आई विल अप्लाई tan 60 स्टूडेंट, tan 60, क्योंकि ये पूरा एंगल होगा ना, tan 60. सो फॉर 60 डिग्री the perpendicular for this triangle, that is triangle DAC, the perpendicular will be DC. In this triangle, in front of 60 degree, DC is present, so that will be the perpendicular. So tan 60 will be equal to DC upon base will be same, that is AC. ठीक है? Now tan 60 we know that student, tan 60 is √3. DC can be written as H plus 20. DC can be written as H plus 20, and AC value we have already calculated, that is 20. ठीक है, so by cross multiplying we can get 20 √3 will be equal to H plus 20, and we have to calculate the value of H. So the value of H will be, student, 20 √3 minus 20. ठीक है, or you can take 20 as a common. So when you will take 20 as a common, inside the bracket √3 minus 1 will come. So this will be the height of the transmission tower. Okay, so nothing, if you are able to draw the diagram now, then you can easily solve by applying trigonometric ratio in the right angle triangles. In this figure there are two right angle triangle. So first in this triangle we have applied tan theta, and after that we in the bigger triangle, that is triangle DAC, we have applied tan theta. Okay, and we need to calculate the height of transmission tower. So by solving we have calculated the height of transmission tower, which is equal to 20 under root 3 minus 1. Okay, so I think it is clear to you, student. So please note down it. Okay, in most of the question we have to apply tan theta only. Okay, in height and distance question, in most of the question we are using tan theta, because height and distance, height is the perpendicular and distance is the base generally. Okay, so in many question we are applying tan theta, but in some question also we can use sin theta and cos theta as per the requirement. Okay, so I think it is clear to you, so please note down it. Now student, question number 8. Student, see, question number 8 is same as question number 6. Okay, question number 8 is same as question number 6. So that question you can do by yourself. So I am going to solve question number 9. Okay, so what is question number 9? The angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. Okay, and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60 degree. If the tower is 50 meter high, find the height of the building. Okay, so student, first listen one thing. Whenever tower and building comes together, whenever tower and we assume that the height of the tower is more than height of the building. ठीक है, जब भी टावर और बिल्डिंग साथ में आते हैं उस केस में हम लोग बिल्डिंग टावर को बिल्डिंग से बड़ा मानते हैं. ठीक है, टावर हमेशा बिल्डिंग से बड़ा मानते हैं, वो हमेशा होता नहीं है लेकिन मानते हैं, क्योंकि फॉर द टावर इफ द हाइट ऑफ द टावर विल बी लॉन्गर देन द कम्युनिकेशन विल बी इजियर. क्योंकि अगर टावर छोटा होगा तो वो सिग्नल कैच ही नहीं करेगा. इसीलिए जनरली अगर टावर और बिल्डिंग साथ में आते हैं, अगर दो ऑब्जेक्ट दिखाता है क्वेश्चन में कि टावर है और बिल्डिंग है, so in that case we assume that the height of the tower is greater than the height of the building. ठीक है, so there is a tower, suppose there is a tower and there is a building. ठीक है, हाँ, suppose it is tower and it is building. ठीक है, suppose this building is AB and tower is CD. ठीक है, and both are standing on a ground and this is ground. ठीक है, obviously they both will stand on the ground. ठीक है, so now see, one by one we will solve. The angle of elevation of the top of the building means किसी बिल्डिंग का टॉप का एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन फ्रॉम द फुट ऑफ द टावर. फ्रॉम द फुट ऑफ द टावर मीन्स अगर ये ए बी हमारा बिल्डिंग हुआ स्टूडेंट, इफ दिस इज द बिल्डिंग, इफ दिस इज द बिल्डिंग, बिल्डिंग के टॉप का एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन कहां से? टावर के फुट से, मतलब कि फुट से इसके टॉप का जो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन है दैट इज हाउ मच? 30 डिग्री. ठीक है, मतलब कि टावर के फुट से बिल्डिंग के टॉप को देखा जा रहा है और उसका एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन कितना है? 30 डिग्री. ठीक है, एंड द एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन ऑफ द टॉप ऑफ द टावर. देखो, ऑफ द टॉप ऑफ द टावर का मतलब किसी टावर के टॉप का एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन फ्रॉम, फ्रॉम मतलब समझना, फ्रॉम यहां लिखा होता है मतलब कि वहां से देखा जा रहा है. ठीक है, सो सी इन फर्स्ट केस द एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन ऑफ द टॉप ऑफ द बिल्डिंग फ्रॉम द फुट ऑफ द टावर इज 30 डिग्री and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building. The foot of the building is this. So this angle student, wait a minute, this is not straight. ठीक है, see first we are seeing the top of the building from the foot of the tower, so in that case angle of elevation becomes 30 degree, and in the second case the top of the tower is viewing by the foot of the building and in that case the angle of elevation becomes 60 degree. आप देख रहे हो जब कम हाइट की चीज को देखते हैं तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन कम बनता है, और जब ज्यादा हाइट की चीज को देखते हैं तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन ज्यादा बनता है। तो इससे ये पता चलता है whenever the height increases the angle of elevation also increases। ओके, जैसे जैसे आप अपना आइस को अपवर्ड की तरफ ले जाओगे एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन हमेशा इंक्रीज करता है, ठीक है। एंड हाइट ऑफ द टावर इज गिवन स्टूडेंट, आफ्टर मेकिंग दिस द हाइट ऑफ द टावर इज गिवन दैट इज 50 मीटर, ठीक है, 50 मीटर, 50 मीटर, ठीक है। सो वी हैव टू फाइंड द हाइट ऑफ द बिल्डिंग दैट इज AB। ओके, सो वेरी सिंपल, let AB is building, AB is building and CD is tower, CD is tower, and CD value is given, CD is 50 meter, and suppose AB is H, ठीक है, suppose this is H, the height of building is H, ठीक है। So again there are two right angle triangle, one triangle is triangle ABC, because building will also perpendicular to the ground, so triangle ABC will also be a right angle triangle, and triangle CDB is also a right angle triangle. So in both triangle we will apply trigonometric ratio, okay। So in first triangle, in triangle, this is the diagram, okay, diagram completed। So in triangle ABC, ठीक है, in triangle ABC if we will apply tan 30 student, tan 30 degree, if we will apply tan 30, so tan 30 can be written as AB upon BD, because for 30 degree height will be AB and base will be BD। Now the value of tan 30 is 1 by root 3, ठीक है। The value of AB is H, the value of AB is H, and the value of BD we don't know, ठीक है। So from here we can say BD equal to H root 3, ठीक है, BD equal to H root 3, that is the equation number 1, ठीक है, because BD is also unknown and H is also unknown, ठीक है। Now we will take the second triangle, that is triangle CBD। It is also a right angle triangle where angle D is 90 degree. So in triangle CBD student, we can apply tan 60. So in that case tan 60, for 60 degree the height will be CD, the height will be CD and the base will be BD, ठीक है। Now tan 60 we know that root 3, CD is 50 degree, sorry 50, and BD we don't know, ठीक है। So the value of BD will be equal to student 50 by root 3 meter, ठीक है, equation number 2, BD will be equal to 50 by root 3। So now see, equation 1 is also BD equal to H root 3 and equation 2 is BD equal to 50 by root 3। So by comparing equation 1 and 2 we can write H root 3 will be equal to 50 root 3, 50 upon root 3 we can write now, because BD is also equal to H root 3 and BD is also equal to 50 by root 3। So by equating these two equations we can write H root 3 equal to 50 by root 3। Now we have to find the value of H। So see, when root 3 will multiplied here, it will become 3 only, because root 3 into root 3, 3 is equal to 50, and when this will multiply to this side, root 3 into root 3 will become 3। So H into 3 will be 50, so H will be equal to 50 by 3, or in mixed fraction you can also write to 16 whole 2 by 3 meter। So height of building will be 50 by 3 meter, ठीक है। So that will be your answer। So very simple, if you are able to draw the diagram then you can easily solve, okay। One more question we will discuss student after this, so please note down in student question number 9। Now next question, that is question number 10, student. What is the question number 10? Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite each other on either side of the road. Okay, there are two poles which are standing. Suppose this is a road, okay, and it is the breadth of the road, and two poles are standing are either side, means if one is right, one is lying on the right side, then the other one will lie on the left side. Okay, so there are two poles of equal heights. So suppose one pole will be like this and second pole will also be like this. Okay, both are of same height. So suppose it is C, it is D. So AC and BD are two poles which have equal heights and they are standing on the either side of the road. Means the one side of the road is A and the other side of the road is B. So one pole is lying on A and the other pole is lying on B. And the one pole is AC and the second one is BD. Okay? After that, of the road which is 80 meter wide, means the width of the road is 80 meter. The width of the road is, AB is the road and its width is 80 meter. Okay? After that, student, from a point between them on the road, means between A and B there is a point. Suppose here is the point P. The angle of elevation of the top of poles are 60 degree and 30 degree. Okay? 60 degree and 30 degree. So suppose between AB there is point P, and from this point the angle of elevation of the top of the poles is 60 degree and 30 degree. मतलब कि इसी पॉइंट से इन दोनों पोल को देखा जा रहा है और दोनों केस में एंगल कितना बन रहा है, 60 डिग्री और 30 डिग्री. तो you have to find the height of the poles and the distance of the point from the poles. Okay, मतलब कि आपको दोनों पोल की हाइट बतानी है और इस पॉइंट की डिस्टेंस दोनों पोल से बतानी है कितनी है. ठीक है, अब ध्यान दो, ये पॉइंट P कहीं भी ले सकते हो आप, लेकिन एक चीज ध्यान देना, ये वाला पॉइंट जिस पोल के भी नजदीक होगा उस केस में एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन ज्यादा होगा. ठीक है, ये वाला पॉइंट P, देखो रोड था AB, हमने एक पॉइंट ले लिया P. ठीक है, अब इसी पॉइंट से जब हम लोगों ने इसके टॉप को देखा तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन 60 डिग्री बना और कितना बना, 30 डिग्री. 60 और 30 डिग्री बना रिस्पेक्टिवली. ठीक है, तो ये वाला पॉइंट जिस भी पोल के नजदीक होगा, ठीक है, बीच में नहीं होगा, क्योंकि अगर बीच में होता तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन सेम बनता. ठीक है, तो अगर ये वाला पॉइंट जिस भी पोल के नजदीक होगा उस केस में एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन ज्यादा होगा. मतलब ये वाला पॉइंट P जो है वो A के नजदीक दिख रहा है, तो अगर ये B के नजदीक होता तो उस केस में 60 बनता, दूसरे केस में 30 बनता. तो सपोज कि ये वाला पॉइंट A के नजदीक है, तो जब यहां से इसके टॉप को देखा जा रहा है तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन 60 बन रहा है, और जब यहां से इसके टॉप को देखा जा रहा है तो यहाँ पे 30 डिग्री बन रहा है. ठीक है, दोनों केस में अलग अलग इसलिए बन रहा है क्योंकि ये वाला पॉइंट A के नजदीक है और B से दूर है. और मैंने आपको बताया है, whenever we moves towards the object, the angle of elevation increases. ठीक है, तो इससे ये पता चल गया. अगर आपने पॉइंट P यहाँ लिया होता बाई चांस, सपोज यू हैव टेकन पॉइंट P here, तो यहाँ पर अब ये वाला पॉइंट P जो होता वो B के नजदीक होता तो यहाँ पे 60 बनता और यहाँ पे 30 बनता. ठीक है, तो ये चीज समझ में आई होगी कि क्यों यहाँ 60 बना और क्यों यहाँ 30. ये आपको देख के लेना है, और एंगल इसलिए अलग अलग आया है. इससे ये पता चलता है एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन अलग अलग स्टूडेंट इसलिए आया है ना, क्योंकि जरूर ये पॉइंट किसी ना किसी के नजदीक है, क्योंकि अगर दोनों से सेम डिस्टेंस पे होता तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन भी सेम बनता. ठीक है, तो सेम डिस्टेंस पे नहीं है इसीलिए एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन अलग अलग बना है. तो सपोज P वाला पॉइंट A के नजदीक है तो यहाँ पे 60 डिग्री और यहाँ पे 30 डिग्री. नाउ तो हम लोग को क्या निकालनी है, हाइट ऑफ द पोल एंड द डिस्टेंस ऑफ अ पॉइंट फ्रॉम द पोल्स. ओके, so see, very simple. So what you let AC and BD are two poles of equal height. ठीक है, of equal height. ठीक है, तो let हम लोग assume कर देते हैं, let AC is equal to BD equal to H. So suppose this is also H एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो एच, ठीक है। अब मान लो कि ये पॉइंट पी ए से एक्स डिस्टेंस पर है, कितने डिस्टेंस पर है, एक्स। सो इफ दिस डिस्टेंस विल बी एक्स, दिस विल बी आर 80 माइनस एक्स, ठीक है। एंड ए बी इज गिवन 80 मीटर। सो लेट ए पी इक्वल टू एक्स, so PB will be equal to 80 minus x। सब कुछ लिख लिया हम लोगों ने। Now there are two right angle triangle, this triangle will also be right angle and this triangle will also be right angle because both poles will stand perpendicular to the base। So first we will take triangle ACP। So in triangle ACP student we can say na for 60 degree tan 60 can be written as perpendicular upon base, so perpendicular is h and base is x, so tan 60 can be written as h by x। Or if you want to write one more step, so you can write like this, tan 60 will be equal to perpendicular, that is AC by AP, so tan 60 is √3, AC is h and AP is x, so h will be equal to under √3x। So equation 1 is here। Now again in second triangle, in triangle BDP, in triangle BDP, to tan 30, for 30 degree student we can write perpendicular will be BD and base will be PB। So tan 30 we all know that 1 by √3, BD is also h and PB is 80 minus x, PB is 80 minus x, okay। क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दो तो 80 minus x will be equal to √3h, ठीक है। 80 minus x will be equal to √3h। now student h की वैल्यू तो पता है ना, h की वैल्यू पता है हम लोगों को, that is √3x। so from equation number 1 we can write 80 minus x equal to √3 and the value of h is √3 into x, ठीक है। तो 80 minus x is equal to √3 into √3, 3x, so 80 will be equal to 3x plus x, so 4x equal to 80, so x will be equal to 80 by 4, that is 20 meter, ठीक है। x will be 20 meter, तो 20 मीटर निकल गया ना, that is AP निकल गया, AP is equal to 20 meter। so what will be the value of PB student, the value of PB will be 80 minus x, so put the value of x 80 minus 20, तो यानी कि PB is equal to 60 मीटर। अब आप खुद देख रहे हो ना कि A वाला पॉइंट, P वाला पॉइंट A से 20 मीटर की दूरी पर है और इससे 60 मीटर की दूरी पर है, तो इससे पता चला ना कि P वाला पॉइंट A के नजदीक है, A के नजदीक है तभी तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन ज्यादा बना है, और P से दूर है इसलिए एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन कम बना है। तो वही चीज मैंने बताया था, whenever we moves towards the object the angle of elevation increases and whenever we moves away from the object the angle of elevation decreases। तो P A के नजदीक था, P वाला पॉइंट AC के नजदीक था, इसलिए एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन यहाँ पर 60 डिग्री बना, और यहाँ पे P वाला पॉइंट B से दूर था इसलिए 30 डिग्री बना। जितना दूर होगा एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन उतना ही कम होगा, जितना नजदीक होगा एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन उतना ही ज्यादा होगा, ठीक है। तो हम लोग को डिस्टेंस तो पता चल गया दोनों पोल से, P की पॉइंट एक पोल से 20 मीटर और दूसरी पोल से 60 मीटर, ठीक है। और हाइट ऑफ द पोल निकालना था ना, तो फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 1 करें अगर, फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 1 तो h इज इक्वल टू √3x, so h will be equal to √3 into 20, so the value of h will be 20 √3 meter, so the height of the pole will be 20 √3 meter, okay। so that much we have to calculate। first we drawn the diagram, then we have calculated x, and the x was the distance of the point from point A, so that point P is 20 meter away from point A and 60 meter away from point B, means this point is 20 meter away from pole AC and 60 meter away from pole BD, and the height of the pole was h, we have assumed now let AC equal to BD equal to h, so the height of the pole was h, so h is equal to 20 root 3 meter. So by this student we can solve this type of question. So by this we have completed question number 10. Now homework for you, that is question number 11. Okay, question number 11 is your homework. Okay, so diagram is also given, so you can solve it. So in the next class student we will solve the remaining questions of exercise 9.1. okay, so I hope you have understood all the concept. Okay, so please solve the question properly and solve it as soon as you can. Okay, because if you will solve along with me, साथ साथ करोगे, then you will learn more. Okay, otherwise the things will be left. Okay, so try to solve all the question by yourself. I always told you whatever examples are given before the exercise you have to do by yourself, so please do that. Okay, so student, in the next part we are going to solve the remaining question of the exercise 9.1. so till then students, have a nice day, take care, thank you.